Announcer bot is active. The qualification session is at Circuit of Silverstone in Silverstone, Great Britain. The wind speed is 4 km/h from the northeast. Gets Alexander Nederlof from Namibia in Abbey is 5th. Willy van Wyk from Namibia is P8. Gets Alexander Nederlof in Woodcote Corner is 5th. Tommy Glad from South Africa in Maggots is P7. Hanko van den Berg from South Africa in Vale is P3. Jeffrey Eliru from South Africa in Abbey is 2nd. Jaco Wies from Namibia is first up 2.42. Best lap is a 2:32.515. Jaco Wies is up 2.48 in Wellington Straight. Jaco Wies is up 2.70 in Woodcote Corner. Jayco Wies is up 2.28 in maggots. Jayco Wies is up 2.35 in hanger straight. Jayco Wies is up 2.60 in Vale. Five minutes remaining in the session. Jayco Wies improved his first with a 2:29.716. Hanko van den Berg is provisional pole with a 2:29.239. Brendan Gryasel is fifth. Brendan Gryasel improved his P5 with a 2:31.024. 1.785 off pole. Tommy Glad is P6. Tommy Glad improved his P6 with a 2:32.097. 2.858 off pole. Yuan Yemen from South Africa in Kopp's corner is P10 up 16.24. Yuan Yemen is up 16.46 in Chapel corner. Yuan Yemen is up 16.45 in Vale. Jayco Wies in Stowe corner is second up 0.84. Jayco Wies is provisional pole with a 2:28.947. Brendan Gryasel from South Africa in club corner is fifth. Brendan Gryasel improved his fourth with a 2:30.315. 1.368 off pole. Willy Van Wyck in international pit straight is 9. Willy Van Wyck improved his P8 with a 2:32.178. 3.231 off pole. Dylan Conway from Netherlands in Vale is 11th up 21.96. Yuan Yemen is 7th up 0.33. Yuan Yemen is up 0.60 in hanger straight. Yuan Niemand is up 0.78 in Vale. Hanko van den Berg is third up 0.28. The qualifying session is now in overtime. Hanko van den Berg is provisional pole with a 2:28.808. Brendan Gryasel in club corner is fourth. Brendan Gryasel improved is fourth with a 2:30.133. 1.325 off pole. Mike McGeer from Ireland in club corner is P5 up 0.31. Mike McGeer improved is P4 with a 2:30.118. 1.310 off pole. Dylan Conway in club corner is 12th up 24.55. Mike McGeer in Aintree corner is fourth up 0.28. Mike McGeer is up 0.10 in Woodcote corner. Announcer bot is active. The race session is at Circuit of Silverstone in Silverstone, Great Britain. The wind speed is 5 km/h from the northeast. "10 minutes remaining in the session. Race start. Mike gear is P4. Jeffrey Leroux from South Africa in farm curve is P4. Mike Gear from Ireland in the loop is 4th. Brendan Brightsell from South Africa in Wellington Straight is P7. Van Wyck from Namibia in Luffield Africa in Woodcote corner is P9. Brendan Gryasel is P9. Brendan Gryasel lost 9th to Janine Glad. Willie Van Wyck in Beckett's corner is 8th. Willie Van Wyck lost 11th to Dylan Conway. Yuan Yemen from South Africa in Hanger Straight is 5th, 0.4 behind Mike Gear. Janine Glad from South Africa in Stowe corner is 8th, 0.4 behind Brendan Gryasel. Gerhard Niemann in Club corner is 10th, 0.1 behind gets Alexander Netterloff. Gerhard Niemann passed gets Alexander Netterloff for 9th. Dylan Conway from Netherlands in International Pit Straight is 11th, 0.5 behind gets Alexander Netterloff. Dylan Conway passed gets Alexander Netterloff for 10th. Gets Alexander Netterloff from Namibia in Village corner is 10th battling Dylan Conway. Brooklands corner is 3rd, 0.4 behind Jaco Weiss. Janine Glad in Luffield corner is 8th, 0.3 behind Brendan Gryasel. Dylan Conway in Woodcote corner is 11th, 0.5 behind gets Alexander Netterloff. Gets Alexander Netterloff in Kopp's corner is 11th, 0.2 behind Dylan Conway. Gets Alexander Netterloff past Dylan Conway for 10th. Jeffrey Leroux in Hanger Straight is 3rd, 0.5 behind Jaco Weiss. Tommy Glad from South Africa in Stowe corner is 6th, 0.5 behind Yuan Yemen. Jeffrey Leroux in Club corner is P3, 0.4 behind Jaco Weiss. 5 minutes remaining in the session. Willie Van Wyck in Club corner is 12th, 0.5 behind Dylan Conway. Willie Van Wyck passed Dylan Conway for P11. Jeffrey Leroux is 3rd. Best lap is a 2:28.846. 0.016 off the fastest lap. Jaco Weiss from Namibia in Luffield corner is 2nd. Best lap is a 2:28.830. Jeffrey Leroux in Woodcote corner is 3rd. Willy Van Wyck in National Pit Straight is P11, 0.7 behind gets Alexander Nederlof. Willy Van Wyck was 3.1 faster last lap. Gets Alexander Nederlof is P11, 0.2 behind Willy Van Wyck. Janine Glad in Hanger Straight is P9. Best lap is a 2:37.842. 9.012 off the fastest lap. Tommy Glad in Club Corner is P9, 0.1 behind Janine Glad. Jaco Wies is second, 0.7 behind Hanko van den Berg. Dylan Conway exiting pits. Jeffrey Leroux in Woodcote Corner is P3. Jeffrey Leroux is now P2. Gets Alexander Nederlof is 11th, 2.6 behind Willy Van Wyck. Willy Van Wyck was 4.8 faster last lap. Gets Alexander Nederlof is now P10. Hanko van den Berg from South Africa in Stowe Corner is P1, 1.9 ahead of Jeffrey Leroux. Jeffrey Leroux in Abbey is second. Jaco Wies entering the pits is P11. Janine Glad is 7th, 3.7 behind Gerhard Niemann. Jaco Wies exiting pits. Brendan Gryasel in Luffield Corner on lap 5 is P5, 0.5 behind Johan Niemand. Gerhard Niemand in Kopp's Corner is P6, 3.2 ahead of Janine Glad. Brendan Gryasel in Beckett's corner on lap 5 is P5, 0.2 behind Yuan Niemand. Brendan Gryasel passed Yuan Niemand for P4. The leader has just finished the race. Henko van den Berg finished first. Jeffrey Eliru finished second. Mike Geer finished third. Brendan Gryasel finished P4. Yuan Niemand finished fifth. Gerhard Niemand finished P6. Janine Glad finished P7. Tommy Glad finished 8th. Willy Van Wyck finished P9. Getz Alexander Nederlof finished P10. Announcer bot is active. Announcer bot is active. The race session is at Circuit of Silverstone in Silverstone, Great Britain. The wind speed is 5 km/h from the north-northeast. Ten minutes remaining in the session. Race start. Michael here is P3. Yuan Niemand exiting pits on softs. Gerhard Niemand from South Africa in farm curve is P6. Janine Glad from South Africa in the loop is 7th. Dylan Conway from Netherlands in Wellington Straight is P11. South Africa in Luffield Corner is 3rd. Janine Glad in Woodcote Corner is 7th. Jaco Wies from Namibia is P8. Jaco Wies passed Janine Glad for 7th. Gets Alexander Nederlof from Namibia in Beckett's Corner is 11th. Jeffrey Leroux from South Africa in Hanger Straight is 3rd, 0.3 behind Hanko van den Berg. Jaco Wies is 7th battling Gerhard Niemand. Jaco Weiss passed Gerhard Niemann for P6. Gerhard Niemann in club corner is P7, 0.2 behind Jaco Weiss. Mike Gear from Ireland in farm curve is P4, 0.5 behind Jeffrey Ellie Roux. Mike Gear passed Jeffrey Ellie Roux for P3. Jaco Weiss in the loop is P7, 0.4 behind Gerhard Niemann. Yuan Niemann from South Africa in Brooklands corner is second. Yuan Niemann passed Hanko van den Berg for first. Hanko van den Berg from South Africa in Luffield corner is P2, 0.2 behind Yuan Niemann. Jeffrey Ellie Roux is P4, 0.5 behind Mike Gear. Tommy Glad from South Africa is 12th, 0.4 behind gets Alexander Nederlof. Tommy Glad passed gets Alexander Nederlof for P11. Jeffrey Ellie Roux in Chapel corner is 4th, 0.3 behind Mike Gear. Jaco Weiss is 7th, 0.5 behind Gerhard Niemann. Is 3rd, 0.4 ahead of Jeffrey Ellie Roux. 5 minutes remaining in the session. Dylan Conway entering the pits is 12th. Jaco Weiss in international pit straight is P7. Best lap is a 2:31.648. 1.500 off the fastest lap. Gerhard Niemann in village corner is P6, 0.2 behind Jaco Weiss. Janine Glad in the loop is P8, 0.2 behind Yuan Niemann. Janine Glad passed Yuan Niemann for 7th. Jeffrey Ellie Roux in Brooklands corner is P3, 0.4 behind Mike Gear. From South Africa in Cops corner is P5, 0.7 behind Jaco Weiss. Brendan Gryasel was 1.1 faster last lap. Jeffrey Ellie Roux in Beckett's corner is 3rd, 0.5 behind Mike Gear. Mike Gear was 1.3 faster last lap. Gerhard Niemann in Stowe corner is P6, 1.0 behind Brendan Gryasel. Eliru in club corner is third, 0.1 behind Michael Gear. Niemand in farm curve is 8th, 0.5 behind Janine Glad. Jeffrey Eliru in Wellington Straight is 3rd, 0.3 behind Mike Gear. From Namibia in Lovefield corner is P4, 0.5 behind Jeffrey Eliru. Jaco Weiss passed Jeffrey Eliru for P3. Niemand in Kopp's corner is P8, 0.6 behind Janine Glad. Janine Glad was 9.5 faster last lap. Jeffrey Eliru in Hangar Straight is P4. Best lap is a 2:29.690. 0.645 off the fastest lap. Yuan Niemand in Stowe corner on lap 4 is 8, 0.4 behind Janine Glad. Jeffrey Eliru in Abbey is P4, 0.5 behind Jaco Weiss. Jaco Weiss was 3.2 faster last lap. Yuan Niemand in Farm Curve is P8, 0.3 behind Janine Glad. Jeffrey Eliru in Lovefield corner on lap 5 is P4, 0.6 behind Jaco Weiss. Jaco Weiss is third. Best lap is a 2:28.892. Jeffrey Eliru in Hangar Straight is P4, 0.9 behind Jaco Weiss. The leader has just finished the race. Hanko van den Berg finished P1. Mike Gear finished second. Jaco Weiss finished P3. Jeffrey Leroux finished fourth. Brendan Griesel finished fifth. Gerhard Niemann finished sixth. Janine Glad finished P7. Yuan Niemann finished 8th. Willy Van Wyck finished P9. Tommy Glad finished P10. Announcer bot is active. Janine Glad from South Africa in Wellington Strait is P1. The race session is at Circuit of Silverstone in Silverstone, Great Britain. The wind speed is 6 km/h from the north-northeast. Remaining in the session. Restart. Reese from Namibia in International Pit Straight is second. Brendan Gryasel from South Africa is P4. Gerhard Nyeman from South Africa is P5. Janine Glad from South Africa in Wellington Straight is 7th. Mike Gear from Ireland in Luffield Corner is P8. Tommy Glad from South Africa in National Pit Straight is 9th. Hanko van den Berg from South Africa in Maggots is P2. Chapel Corner is 5th. Brendan Gryasel is 5th, 0.1 behind Gerhard Nyeman. Brendan Gryasel passed Gerhard Nyeman for 4th. Gerhard Nyeman in Vale is P5, 0.3 behind Brendan Gryasel. Mike Gear in Club Corner is P8, 0.2 behind Janine Glad. Janine Glad in Farm Curve is 8th, 0.1 behind Mike Gear. Tommy Glad in the Loop is 9th, 0.4 behind Janine Glad. Gerhard Nyeman in Wellington Straight on lap 2 is P5, 0.5 behind Brendan Gryasel. Tommy Glad from South Africa in Luffield Corner is 9th, 0.5 behind Janine Glad. Janine Glad in National Pit Straight is 8th, 0.5 ahead of Tommy Glad. Tommy Glad in Maggots is P9, 0.4 behind Janine Glad. Hanko van den Berg in Hanger Straight is P2, 0.5 behind Jaco Wies. Tommy Glad is 9th, 0.5 behind Janine Glad. Tommy Glad lost 9th to Willy van Wyk. 5 minutes remaining in the session. Hanko van den Berg is 2nd. Yuan Niemann from South Africa is P6, 0.2 behind Gerhard Niemand. Jeffrey Elleroux from South Africa in the loop is third, 0.5 behind Henko van den Berg. Yuan Niemann is sixth, 0.2 behind Gerhard Niemand. Yuan Niemann passed Gerhard Niemand for fifth. Gerhard Niemand from South Africa in Brooklands corner is sixth, 0.3 behind Yuan Niemann. Yuan Niemann was 1.1 faster last lap. Henko van den Berg in National Pit Straight on lap 3 is P2, 0.2 behind Jaco Wies. Jaco Wies is second, 0.3 ahead of Jeffrey Elleroux. Jeffrey Elleroux in Chapel corner is P3, 0.3 behind Jaco Wies. Mike Gear in Hanger Straight is 7th, 0.2 behind Yuan Niemand. Mike Gear passed Yuan Niemann for P6. Yuan Niemann in Vale is 7th, 0.3 behind Mike Gear. Jaco Wies in International Pit Straight is P3, 0.5 behind Jeffrey Elleroux. Jeffrey Elleroux in Village corner is second, 0.5 ahead of Jaco Wies. Jaco Wies in Aintree corner is third, 0.3 behind Jeffrey Elleroux. Jeffrey Elleroux was 2.0 faster last lap. Jeffrey Elleroux from South Africa in Brooklands corner is P2, 0.5 behind Henko van den Berg. Jaco Wies in Woodcote corner is third, 0.3 behind Jeffrey Elleroux. Jeffrey Elleroux in Beckett's corner is P2, 0.4 ahead of Jaco Wies. Jaco Wies in Hanger Straight is P3, 0.4 behind Jeffrey Elleroux. Jeffrey Elleroux in Stowe corner is second, 0.4 ahead of Jaco Wies. Jaco Wies in Club corner is third, 0.2 behind Jeffrey Elleroux. Jeffrey Elleroux is P2, 0.1 ahead of Jaco Wies. Jaco Weiss in village corner is P3, 0.3 behind Jeffrey Leroux. Jeffrey Leroux in Aintree corner is P2, 0.1 behind Hanko van den Berg. Mike Gear in Brooklands corner is P6, 0.5 behind Gerhard Niemand. Jeffrey Leroux in National Pit Straight is second, 0.2 behind Hanko van den Berg. Mike Gear in Kopp's corner is P6, 0.4 behind Gerhard Niemand. Jeffrey Leroux is P2, 0.1 behind Hanko van den Berg. Hanko van den Berg in Stowe corner is second, battling Jeffrey Leroux. Hanko van den Berg passed Jeffrey Leroux for P1. Finished the race. Hanko van den Berg finished second. Jeffrey Leroux finished first. Jaco Weiss finished third. Brendan Griesel finished P4. Gerhard Niemand finished fifth. Mike Gear finished P6. Yuan Niemand finished P7. Janine Glad finished P8. Willy Van Wyck finished P9. Tommy Glad finished P10.